Good evening, good day, wherever you are in the world. This is Tamir Qadree, the Dean of Dynamic Results. You've joined to the Results Coach channel right now. Thank you. But before we get started, hit the like and subscribe button, please. Want to leave a comment before we start? You can do that, just pause it. Okay? Also, you can reach me on Instagram and TikTok for great information coming your way. Today, we're going to talk about you have a choice. You do. You have a choice. And just knowing you have a choice is powerful, but not good enough. Knowing you have a choice and acting on that choice and being bold, that's the power in the choice. So the power in choosing is not knowing you have a choice. The power in choosing is doing something about the knowing. You can know what you want to know, but if you don't do it, you don't do it. You can know you're hungry. You don't get up and go eat. Go to a restaurant or buy some food or cook some food. No one cooking for you. No one preparing nothing for you. You don't do nothing. You just won't eat. Although you know you can eat. You have $1 million in your pocket and don't want to go eat. You don't eat. You don't get it. Serious. You have to take that money and make that money work. So we have choices, but we have to utilize those choices. Now, knowing you have a choice is one thing. To say it and verbalize it is one thing. To brag, whatever. But do you really have choice? Do you really have freedom? You really have choice. Here's choice. Choice is when you know that you can do what you want to do. You can be who you want to be without harming or breaking any laws or being immoral or indecent, anything like that. Now, some of that's relative, but some of that's cut in stone. Okay, I won't get into that. But I'm saying you have a choice. There's power in having a choice and knowing it, but there's even more power with knowing you have a choice, making that choice, and going and riding that choice through the promised land, whatever it is for you. You have a choice. You do not have to accept the status quo where you are right now. Start by saying, I have a choice. You really, really do. This may sound very basic to you, may sound ho-hum, but it's not. Think what you want to think. If you think like that, that's probably why you're in the position you're in right now, because you think like that. Those who understand they have a choice, I've never met sinner or saint, gangster or police officer, pilot or taxi cab driver, swimmer or non-swimmer, boxer or karate man, or no one else in another field that was successful or that had any kind of success with it, any kind, would disagree with the fact they have a choice. They chose that field chose them, boom, 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 boom. But our of us don't utilize that choice. We really don't. Like I talked about on the last talk, we're like stuck because someone else gave us what to think from the time we were a baby. We never stepped out on our own. We never read any books, never went anywhere, never tried to explore different things, never tried to explore a different city, a different country, whatever, to learn more about life. We don't. We're sticking in a little bitty small circle where we're raised in. I believe that most people stay like in a 5-mile radius, wherever they're born in, wherever they're born at, whatever city. I believe it's something like that. That's not a scientific statement. I don't know that scientifically. That's somebody studied that. I haven't found out who did what, but from my own experiences, people tend to stay wherever they are. This is empirical knowledge now. They begin to stay where they are. They begin to gravitate in that 4 or 5 mile radius. That's true. Some people never leave the neighborhood, never get off the farm. That, my friends, is a tragedy because they have a choice where you live, where you think and breathe. You have a choice. We've always had choices. Sometimes those choices have been challenged through history, through time, through crimes, through inhumanity to humanity, to different worlds. Man's inhumanity, to man in different parts of the world, different places. That's time. But even with all that, you still had a choice. You can accept it or reject it. You can fight against it or you can just accept it. You can accept oppression or you can fight against oppression. You can accept being broke or you can decide not to be broke. Okay? You can fight anything you want to fight. You can challenge anything you want to challenge. Everything don't involve a physical fight. Some things you got to fight also. But first you got to make up your mind and say, I got a choice in the matter. What do I want to do? No. Now, if your choice is breaking laws or hurt somebody else, that's different. Okay? No, I don't mean that kind of choice. You have a choice to do that too, but there are consequences come with that. There are also benefits that come with doing things to assist and to help and to grow and obeying the laws and being a good person and respecting all people. There's great benefit to that. And there's great circumstances to being the opposite, to being negative and dangerous or criminal or whatever like that. Okay? So, I remember now, let me say something. Okay, before we finish, before we go any further, hit subscribe and like button. And remember, follow me on TikTok and YouTube. Now let's go again. You have a choice. People that have choices that make bad choices, they get bad results. People make good choices, get good results. This is law. This is universal law. I didn't make this up. I didn't get it from no school. I didn't get it from no teacher, no rich man, no poor man, no nurse, no man, no woman. No. I'm telling you from my own experience. What you put out, what you get back. So the choices you make will determine what you get tomorrow. The choice you make today will determine the cake you eat tomorrow. That's right. And so we have a choice. When are we going to start exercising those choices? Remember, think back to where you are now Look back. How do you get to where you are now? And did you really have a choice in the matter? Yeah, most of the time you had a choice to follow along. But I bet you most of us, my life was built on what people told me I should do primarily. Now, I've always been a renegade, always broken away from that, but I still follow that path, what I should do. But if you stop and think, what do I want to do? I have a choice in the matter. Yes, it ain't too late to change it. What do you want to do? Look at your life right now. You dissatisfied? Did you really want to do that? That's the path you want to go down? Are you stuck in a job I shouldn't say stuck, nobody's stuck. Are you in a job you really don't want? Well, why you don't like it? Well, what do you like to do? Be bold and think about it. Well, work your way toward doing that while you're working that job. Pay attention to your job. Keep your money rolling. Keep food on the table while you're doing it. But have a plan and work that plan to move toward what you love. You'll find yourself being happy as a lark at work. You whistling, people don't know why you're whistling. Why you smiling? Have a smile on your face and everything. Because you're working toward your choice, your dream.